I don't know if there was any sound. I just realized my webcam's not working. Let's hope I don't crash stream. Alright, give me a couple of seconds. Sorry about this. It is plugged in. Never plug in the USB when I'm not looking at it. Alright, look. There we go. Sweet. Cool, we can start. Okay, welcome back. Let's get into it. I am just doing a pull. I know I've created a new branch and all that kind of stuff. Git checkout development 0.30.11. I'm just going to pull that. Now, I've also realized that in my last commit, I was doing this because I was in a rush and I wasn't reading. I accidentally committed stuff I didn't want templates I'm fine with. The views I'm fine with. Playwright I'm not. The source I'm fine with. Test results I'm not. And the tests.org I'm definitely not. Alright. That's not too much a problem, that's just my local. And hey Aiden, how are you going? How's your, well, I'm assuming your day's just started. How's your day started going? Alright, so I need to get rid of playwright reports. And hey Sandy Lee, how are you? I hope you're going awesome too. Welcome, welcome. We are building new functionality into NearBeach today, which we haven't really been doing. Not big functionality, but this will be big functionality, which essentially the idea is I'm building the ability for user settings to be saved. So, for example, if you prefer the thing to be in dark mode, it'll do that, as opposed to light mode. But that also will extend into having like the different levels on the Kanban board collapsed. Day's doing good so far today. Yeah, that's great. So I've been working on both my new computer and my laptop, and I've accidentally pushed some code. So I've just got to take care of this playwright report. So I'm just gonna delete that. Delete. Test results, we don't need test results, so we're going to delete that. The tests auth, we definitely don't want, and I thought that was in Git. Ignore. So don't know why that came through. It's been a while. I had to go to bed early recently. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I fully understand. I need to go to bed a lot sooner too. These things happen. Alright, so 1, 2, 3 files. We just need folders, we just need to remove. So git status, git add, git commit, removal of unwanted files, push, and in our git ignore, we are going to put them in. Tests.auth. We want to ignore. We also want to ignore playwright report. Now I might have spelled that differently. Nope. And test results. So wait, I've got if it's test here hyphen results. I've also got to do that right now. Filling in this uni enrollment form, and the website is awful. Like it crashes if I press the back button on my web browser. Oh, some sections are disabled, even though it said it would auto open them up when I completed other sections. And other sections are all right. I've got a little tiny story. So last year, for my second operation, I actually keyed something wrong on the report on the little file. So you've got essentially like you're enrolling in, but you're enrolling into hospital. So I had to actually edit the form itself in HTML because it saved the data incorrectly, and then when I saved it, it kind of corrupted up the whole form, and I, oops, alright, cool. So then I redid the results correctly and got it to save. I forgot what I did. I think I ticked something which I wasn't meant to tick. So, yeah. And for some strange reason, they wouldn't let you untick it, but you could modify the data, and the JavaScript would still pick it up that it's been modified, which was great. Yeah. Managed to do an expect element, enable and disable, yep. But they have no action when I click on them. Yeah. Whoops. So yeah, some sites are not built fun. Alright, so we've done that. We've just git status, git add, git commit. Updating the git ignore, so we ignore certain files. And then we're just going to push that. Alright, cool. So last night, well, yesterday, I don't have as much on the whiteboard anymore. So I sat down and I essentially mapped out everything I wanted to do on the whiteboard. I didn't take photos, sorry. I usually post these things on Twitter, but this one was more messier than usual. So I broke it down even further. So what we have under the views, we've got two new views. We've got user settings view and theme view. Now I'm going to go through the user settings view first because the theme view is built on top of the settings view. So Rob's going to email them nicely and ask them to let me fill in everything since I didn't get the student loan money till I am fully enrolled. Fair enough. Yes, do that. That money is important. And hey, Nocturnal, how are you? I hope you're going well. So this is what I've been building. So we've got the create user settings. This is an internal function. So the CRUD works a little bit different in this sort of case. I'll come back to this. Actually, no, I'll just say what it does. It just creates the user setting. It does what it says on the tin. We've got the delete user setting, but there's no way of using it at the moment, but I got it in there just in case. And once again, it does everything that it says it does on the tin. I don't have any decorators around it at the moment. That's very dangerous for me to do because I'll need the permission decorations and all that kind of stuff. Music a little loud, can't hear you. All right. I should be able to bump that down. Is that better? Hopefully that's a lot better. All right, so I'll go up to the start again. So we've got create user settings at the top, does everything on the tin. So it just creates that object. You're passing through the request and the form. This is an internal, I'm flagging this as an internal function, so it's not needed as a node point. We've got delete user settings. This has not been called anywhere at the moment, but this is just in there. I can barely hear you at 50% PP volume. Twitch matched out. All right, let's have a look over here. Is this a little better? I'll turn down that. And I'll... That's because I hit the mute button. No, when I grabbed my microphone, I accidentally pressed the mute button. So yeah. I was blaming the the fact that there's a second stream on the new computer and I don't have all my settings across. So yeah. All right, everyone can hear me now, right? Yeah. All right. So create user does what we want. Delete user, we're not actually calling delete user, but it's in there just in case. And I really should comment that out. So yes, now get user settings. So the idea is this is an internal function. We're not actually going to be calling this from the front end whatsoever. The only time this is ever called is whenever we're rendering a template. So what will happen is we'll, let's say someone's going to Kanban information. This will get called twice, once for the user theme and the second time for that Kanban board settings. And I think that's the easiest way to do this. It's easy just to have two lines to go out those two different settings rather than try and do something fancy. So all I need to do is it actually passes through. Now this is incorrect. This is actually, I think I've got more fields that is required here. Get user settings. Oh, it's a form. That might change. Yeah, all right, that might change into just having a plain variable pass through and so forth. And yeah, it just returns the user settings. Nothing weird about that. I was really tired when I wrote this, and I was thinking that this was going to actually be grabbed from the front end. But now that I think about it, no, it should be something like this. We won't need any of this. And it'll be just that. Does Django cache stuff so you don't round trip to the database every time? Potentially. I know .NET does cache. I'm just gonna REST database caching. Don't know. I would have to read all of this to figure out. But in this sort of case, we're getting two different settings, so two different rows. If not, you could do the function cache. And I only see... Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I want to just be careful with that because the settings also could change. You're using No, I'm using Django, but I do use .NET for work. So at work, we use Embraco. I also use Embraco for the marketing site. So, yeah. Yep, C#. Yep. I wear glasses to C# too. Terrible joke, I know. So yeah, I probably won't cache just because, yeah, this is going to be separate data and it's only happening when someone reloads that page. So if you're on the Kanban board and you're moving tickets around and stuff like that, that doesn't matter. It won't need that data again. If you, for example, if you open and close the levels and stuff like that, it's going to assume what's happened on the front end is correct and just send that data to the back end to actually update. It won't grab that information again from the back end. Poor souls. So that one's just get user settings. So this will be called by any sort of like project information, task information, and so forth like that. And then we've got update user settings where we've got the data. This will be the one which has the node, so the endpoint. So whenever a settings change, so for example, when a user changes the level sizes and stuff like that, what will actually happen is you'll just send that information to the back end for safekeeping. So yeah. However, that being said, with the theme view is a bit different. Oh, and I should say with the update settings, what it does is it tries and gets the update. If the length is 0, it's assuming that it's just got to create it. So it'll just go and create it instead of updating it. Isn't C# just Java Microsoft Edition? It is essentially, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, I learned C in university and stuff like that, and I was using C++, went straight out of university. So, meh. I mean, it just brings me back to those C days. All right. And then it just updates and so forth like that. And the response is going to be nothing at the moment because we don't need to send that data back. We're just assuming the front end sent the correct data and yeah, we'll be happy. As for the theme views, we've got the get theme, which is just a simple sort of query. As you can see, it is literally hard-coded the setting type to theme. It then, if there is none, it returns a blank theme. And what actually happens is it goes user settings results because it grabs the first one. We're looking at the setting data field. And then inside the setting data field was JSON. So the key we're looking for is just theme. And that just gives out a string. I'm kind of hoping we use Java instead of C# at uni. I grew up in an age where the only Java thing I had just never ran. Yeah. I will give Java another shot one day. But ultimately, I want them to use Rust to C++ stuff. Fair enough. All right. With the update theme, we've got the what this does is it grabs. So we've got the theme as a string coming through. So this will be an internal function, and I'll show you why I've done it this way in a minute. The user settings form, it sets up the JSON like this, and then it'll send it to the backend. And I have a feeling setting type theme, I need the username in here. Actually, I think I can get away with that, but that's got to be in quotations. All right. I use C# because of Unity. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I remember at old school, they forced me to use Windows Forms, which sucked a lot. Mostly because of Windows Forms, not C# itself. I doubt Rust will be on the curriculum unless you have a very forward-thinking faculty. Yes. Universities are very slow. I can tell you that from experience. I can have dreams. But the good news is, the languages you learn, you get skills which, a lot of that knowledge transfers to other languages. All right, so actually, user initiate. Yep, that's correct. All right, cool. They probably only added Python a few years ago. Just trying to remember. Yeah, we didn't have Python at ours. We had MATLAB and Maple. So yeah, but as I was leaving, I think they were changing that. When I was at Open Day, I heard a lot of students talking about Rust, so I hope they get pressured into it. Oh, fair enough. Usually a lecturer will have to learn that. All right, so that's the difference with the theme. It's just that the theme is kind of somewhat set in stone. But otherwise, the theme will literally fill out stuff for us. So this is just an intermediate step. I don't know why I clicked that. There we go. Cool. So now we want to go into the source JavaScript components. We're going into my profile. I'll actually boot up the server in a second. Profile information. And whilst that's happening, npm run watch. That's assuming they sometimes do. Depending on the university you go to, I can state that, yeah, sometimes they do. I've seen lecturers lose their jobs because of students. Oh, I'm doing the unit tests. Whoops, I want Django, not run unit tests. Run, yeah, there we go. Get enough smart students in a room, pointing out to the, it doesn't need to be at the dean level. It just needs to be someone who does actually sort of have a say on curriculum. A bunch of students pointing out the trends and stuff like that of what's happening outside. Yeah, they do. Because at the end of the day, the universities are doing two things. One, they're teaching you how to actually teach yourself. And two is getting a job. You'll be surprised at how many universities actually focus on that last one. They want at least 95% of their students to get a job in that field after they've graduated. Not plausible. Unless you're in a very niche field with... but yeah, they can dream. Not necessarily failed. I don't want to say too much, but it's not because of those two. remember I had a teacher at my old school who said he would do suggestions. I suggested Russ, he didn't do it, but he was a teacher in children. Oh, fair enough. I've made suggestions before. So, for example, they tried teaching MATLAB and C at the same time. It was very confusing, especially if it's your first sort of language to learn. I can learn multiple languages. All right, we all know I use multiple languages, but at that particular moment in time, I need to get the basics down for one particular language, and then when I learn the second language, I can move those over. So yeah, they listened to us and were like, all right, cool, that is not working. We need to. In the next year, they split it up, so they taught, I think, C first and then MATLAB, or MATLAB and then C. They did it separate. Python and C++ at the same time. Yeah. Even then, if I were to, let's say I was reversed back in time and let's say it was Python and C++, I would hit the same boat. Sometimes I just need to learn that one particular language, get it done, and then from that there's transferable knowledge into that other language. I learned Pascal, then VB. Oh, VB. I'm trying to remember Visual Basic 6, I think it is. When did Visual Basic 6 come out? That's what I'm 2002. I know places that are still using, I think it's Visual Basic 6. I have to ask my friend what version it is. All right, what was I doing? Oh, profile. Okay, so here we've got the light theme, dark theme. Now this isn't working. We're going to be working on this. I've kind of screwed this up. So the idea is when a user changes this. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I was going to make it so that it automatically changes, this up here. So I don't know if you can see it, but in the HTML tag, there is a data-bs-theme. And all you need to do in it is type in dark. And then presto, dark mode. Oh, well, it will work on dark mode properly. So I was just wondering if to do that, but now that I'm thinking about it, it might be best to not do that and get the user to hit the update user details, but at least have like a little alert underneath red text when that's been changed, being like, please update user details. I think that's a better option. A lot of students were struggling with it. I kind of knew what was going on because I did a bit of Python on my own time. Oh, fair enough. Are you saying that's pretty cool to the dark mode? It's not finished yet. It's not finished. To be fair, Rust is a bit intense for new students. Maybe. However, I've been saying that, but I haven't actually sat down and learnt Rust. And I've got rose-tinted goggles on, being like, oh yeah, I've learnt this language, this language, this language. I got too much transferable knowledge. I'm thinking borrowing checker rules. Alright, so going in here, I might actually do that. Sorry, I just got a bit of an itchy ear. Wrong attribute value. Okay, I'll fix that up later. All right. We've got a watch on at the moment. So what we want to do is we want to delete this. This is what we've been doing. And now that I think about it, yes, we can do this. All right, cool. Sorry, I'm just overthinking things when I don't need to. So we need to add in a little flag. up here. So we've got label theme, and then what we want underneath, just a little warning. And what we're doing is we're going to be looking at just a little sort of text thing. But I'm just wondering if I should make it red. So if we go to, like, let's say a new object or anything like that, we just hit create new. We've got these little red values popping up, and I'm thinking of putting that in. So p class equals error, id equals, let's say theme updated. Please update. Please update user details to save. Coding language is never a barrier. I learned Golang in a week. Ooh, nice. That's right. I'm just catching up with chat. I at least hope to learn Swift at uni. Fair enough. In the mobile apps development modules, unless they're going to go with Android. I assume Android use unless your uni has some sort of deal with Apple. Code, yep. And wrote code to contribute to work. Yep. Yeah. A new language is never a barrier. I 100% agree. So I didn't know much. Well, when I say I didn't know much .NET, I knew quite a lot of C and C++. I didn't know .NET when I started my current job, and I need to know it for my current job. So yeah, I've learnt it. I essentially was getting a lot of help from people for those little edge case sort of things where you have to do something funny in the language to get it to work. Because I find all the edge cases. I like Go, it's nice and simple. Not fair enough. Golang is super nice. I found it quite like a couple of days coming traction. All right, yeah. Okay, I might split this. Like so. Oh, oops, sorry. I'm so used to hitting save. Okay, so that will actually we'll get rid of this, and we'll have v if show update and show message. We'll have that like that, because then it's really easy. We could just go down to the data. We have down here show message. It'll be false by default, and then with the watch we just go this dot show message equals true, and that's all we're doing. And I'm always doing the control save. Yeah, learning to learn is the most important thing. Learning, yes, yeah, definitely. They might, since they have a deal with PlayStation. Oh, that's good. Learning how to read docs is important too. Yes, something I'm still, trying to do. I like to learn by playing around with things. All right, so with the method update user, so it touches everything. If touch is invalid, it sends stuff off. It sends stuff to the backend. Now we are actually going to send the data to send.set theme as this dot theme model. So it's just going to be a string. Show loading modal. All right. At the same time, it's this dot show message equals false because we're getting rid of it, and that should be fine. And then what we're doing is updating the UX. Sorry, updating the theme. Yeah. Why spend 10 minutes reading the code when I can spend an hour trying to guess how it works? Yep, and debugging. I'm still figuring this out. I just like trying stuff and breaking stuff and Googling how to fix it. Yeah, fair enough. It's part of the learning experience and it is fun. I do enjoy it. It's the problem solving of it too, which is what I really love about programming. Now I got it up here, this little little code up here. So I'm just gonna, actually I'm gonna delete it from up there. And I am going to paste it here. I'm going to uncomment these lines. So this will work. We just need to actually update this to this.theme model. All right. Now, in theory, this should work. Now, this is going to send stuff to the back end, but the back end's not going to do anything with it. That is fine. For the moment, we haven't programmed that part of the back end. So if we hit dark theme, it's like, please update user details to save. Even if they do this, it's going to stay there. That's perfectly fine. I'm not going to program anything more complicated than that. And then we update user details. It saves, but the dark theme didn't go up there. But if I hit save again, dark theme didn't go up there. All right. So I was having this problem before. I'm going to console log the theme. This.theme model. It's pretty, learn XY. Oh, I've heard of that before. Gives you an overview how languages work. Yeah. I think I actually read this just before starting my first day at work. Groovy. Print line, hello world. Well, okay. Define x equals 1, print x. Yep, x equals Java utility date. I think that's utility. I don't know. Util? Yep, I've done Ruby, a bit of Ruby in the past. Not enough to say I'm good at it. Oh, the Qt framework. Oh, I've got a soft spot for this. Yep, I remember doing all of this. Yeah. Yeah, we were using Qt 4. I want to say 4.1. Yeah, it was either 4.1 or 4.2. Or 4.5. It's one of those. Oh yeah, I didn't get up to 5. One day. If I needed to build a desktop tools or anything like that, I would want to go back to Qt just to revisit it. Groovy is a Groovy is a JVM thing. Jenkins uses it a lot. Oh, fair enough. The Tmux one is very handy. Oh, there's AWK. We did talk about that the other day. However, I didn't realize. Yeah, all right. I thought it was just a terminal thing, but nope. Flex. All right. I think they might have a deal with Apple. They said on this they have an Apple Lab and PC Lab. Photography darkrooms. Oh, that takes me back to... Oh, nice. Yeah, when I went to uni, there were more PCs than anything else. It has been 4 years since I worked for them, and I don't think... They did actually have Apple Macs, but mainly for the design classes and stuff like that. So I never got to really see them. All right, I've hit the wrong thing. I've gone into new project. I want new profile. I'll close that one. So I'm just going to close these. Going to close this. Going to close this. Going to close this. All right, so we've got this. We're going to go dark theme. We're going to hit our console. We're going to hit update. And an invalid illegal string was specified. Ooh, all right. Oh, I know why. It's this. I think it's, oops. I think it's got to be this. I've just made a simple mistake. I learned C with Visual C, C++. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was using gedit. Because I had, remember, this is back in 2006-07. I had a laptop that was single core, probably 8 gigahertz, running Linux Ubuntu, and let's just say I didn't know about IDEs at the time. So yeah, I've got a soft spot for gedit. Sure, nowadays I would definitely use an IDE over gedit if I was given the choice. But yeah, back in that day, yeah, the syntax highlighting saved me a lot. But it also made me really focus on what I was coding too, because, you know, doing a spelling mistake or something like that, I didn't have anything highlighted, so... I'm very cynical when it comes to unis. I've spent too much time in them. Fair enough. Apple Lab could be a couple of Mac desktops that covered, yes. Yeah. I hope it's not but my own MacBook Pro now, so yeah. Yeah. I think everyone just went, mm-hmm. All right, so if I hit refresh, all right, so Think Dark is coming through correctly. I'm just not updating that field correctly. Use JavaScript to update the data attribute data VS theme. Someone has had to do this. All right, sorry, I should zoom in. I do actually have a separate streaming profile for my on this new computer. I don't know why it keeps zooming out to 100. Imagine the variable name is very, 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 very long name. It'll be a nightmare to type that in all the time. Yes. Yes, it is. But when I would have been about 14 or 15, I bought a little programming book about Visual Basic and all that kind of stuff, and they were like, oh, you gotta have short things like label, LBL, and then title and stuff like that. LBL, title, like they'll shorten it down and all that kind of stuff, and nowadays it's all like label, title type of things, which is what I enjoy better. It's easier for me to read. So yeah, I learned VB in elementary school. Wow, neat. I think, what was it? Casio. What was it? Programming calculator. So back when I was 10. I got one of these things over here, and I learnt basic on it, and it was great. Couldn't do much, but you know, it was a great sort of first step and stuff like that. All right. I'm finding it hard explaining what you did wrong, so I'll explain what I did to achieve what you wanted. Sorry, there's a little fly. Function container set attribute. All right. Set attribute data thing. Ah, am I just doing that wrong? Okay, let's play around with it in here. Let's just hit refresh. Let's get var const a equals document. It's document, isn't it? Yeah. How did I do it? Document element. Oh, cool. So const b equals document element. No? One of my ex-colleagues used to referring to doing CR on my PRs as spell check. What's CR? Sorry. We all know I hate acronyms. I'm bad at acronyms. Code review. Yeah. Well, remember, I keep typing label LABLE. That's a common one for me. Okay. Let's look this up. JavaScript update attribute on HTML tag. How to add update an attribute to an HTML element. We need HTML DOM element set attribute. All right. Document element set attribute, and what we need is data BS theme, this dot theme model, and that should save. Lowercase on the second document. You mean to keep the lowercase? And I've just been doing it wrong here. Yes, yep, all right, cool. I've been doing it wrong there. Set attribute. Let's just test it here. Data BS theme to dark. All right, that is what we want. Cool. Okay, letting that compile. I'm going to hit refresh. So then we go dark mode, hit update. Update successful. But it didn't update the... refresh. We haven't saved it. So the refresh will bring out nothing. So I'm just going to go console log document element. It might be that we can't reach it. So dark theme, update user details, document element, this one. And it's meant to be BS, not DS, BD. All right, talking about spelling mistakes. There's one right there. Okay, so we'll go dark theme, we'll update, perfect. All right. And this is what we want. It'll just update. We just got to keep that saved now. So an instant refresh, it won't save, but that is not a problem. So what we want to do, let's keep with the user profile page. All right, so we're going over to NearBeach side of things. We're opening up profile views. So we've got profile information. And we've got the context here. And what we want is we want to key in theme. Before we do anything, we need to actually from NearBeach.views dot theme views import get theme. I absolutely forgot what line I was on, so I'm going to use the mouse to cheat. Then we want get theme, and we just need to pass through the request. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I've already keyed in what I need to do. I just now need to go into all of these, the views, the controllers, and key in essentially this line on any page that renders a template. So this should magically not work right this second. No such table NearBeach user settings. Okay, that's really simple. That is, I'm going to stop the server. I'm going to stop Webpack. I'm going to go Python 3 manage migrate. That's all I needed to do. That was a bit of a boo-boo on my behalf. There we go. Now, why is it rendering? Oop. I should have done it up there. Now, this is where I might have gotten this wrong, which I've just noticed I have. I think it's NearBeach theme. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, so it is NearBeach theme. I've just gotten the variable wrong. And oh no, it's not that then. All right, we're going to open up the Kanban board view because I actually did it in the Kanban to test it. So we've got Kanban edit permissions, Kanban information. We've got theme. It is theme. All right. So it's just theme. Get the theme and then request, and it's because I haven't saved the data. Okay. I'm jumping ahead. Let's back up a bit. I do want to come to profile views because theme isn't the only thing I want to add in here. We've got bug 1077 where what we want to pass through is need tiny mouse as true and false. In this sort of case, I am going to, I don't know what button I pressed to do that. I'm going to go need tiny mouse in here and I'm going to go false. I'm just going to put it in straight away. But these two fields we're placing in everywhere tonight. So with the profile views, we've got the save happening. So we've got update data here. we need to actually update the user form. So we're going to go to, we want to go to implementation. So Control Alt B. Sorry, wrong buttons. There we go. So we've got the first name, last name, email. But then we've got theme as an extra optional sort of thing. So forms dot character field max length. We're going to do the max length at 255. Required equals false. This is not required whatsoever. That's meant to be forms. So this is fine. And then what we want to do is under the profile things, we're going to get the theme. So we're going to go theme equals update user form dot cleans data theme. Now, if theme is not none, we then want to update that theme. So this is where we're on line 71. This is where we need, we've got get theme. Oh, socks. You just went meow. Views dot, we got theme views. We've got update theme. I was meant to go to 71. All right, give me 2 seconds. There it goes, socks. You're now on stream. You're also on my mouse. Okay, so update theme. We just need to pass through the request and the theme. That's all we need to do. And that will work perfectly fine. And everything else will work perfectly fine. So if we go back here, we're just going to hit refresh. We're going to, let's pick our dark theme. We're going to update this. We've got a 500 error. So what we're going to do is we're going to key this on here. We're going to go close, close. We're going to actually put it in debug mode. So we're going to stop debug. Cool. We're going to hit this. Can't you set the default theme? Then you won't need the none check. Yes, yes, I could. Oh, I don't think forms have default. Give me 2 seconds. Django forms default value. Django forms default form value. Form. You can use form init, which is explained here. You have 2 options to populate the view. Yeah. All right. Not a problem. What I could do. I mean, in theory, this is going to send back a value no matter what. And in theory, it's actually not going to break anything if it's blank. I'm on the wrong page. I want profile views. Oh, why does it keep doing that? What am I hitting? So in theory, this should work perfectly fine. But let's get it tested. Now, it's on debug, isn't it? Yeah. So we should hit that socks. Why is debug not working? All right, it had a problem with that. Response type object update user form has no attribute cleaned data. Ah. Form. Oh, and that's meant to be play. Oh, okay. I've broken something. So, if we go dark theme, update, we've got an error. Model form has no model class specified. All right. Let's go up here. I'm just going to put a breakpoint there. Sucks. You just want cuddles. There we go. Okay. Sucks. I'm going to have to give you half cuddles at the moment. Because I'm debugging. No, I'm going to get away. So that will work on the light theme, but on the dark theme. Oh, I know why. All right. I'm just going to hit refresh. Go back over here. I'm going to hit play. All right. I missed something, and I should have been paying more. It's saying update your project details. It hasn't finished it. That's... and, yeah. So over here, we've got form data user. So we're going to step over. All right, theme, we're going to step over. So the theme light comes through. So with this one, we're going to step into... And this is where we're going through a decorator and so forth like that. Is the treat box empty? It is pretty much, but I have a treat bag. She's just over here playing with my microphone. There she is. She's like, I do want a treat. All right, this is actually a good time because I am actually getting a bit thirsty. So I think I'll also grab a drink at the same time. I am going to set this up. Going to put it on the secret screen. Hopefully people can still hear me. There she is. She's all like, what am I doing now? What's happening? And there's the treat bag. Oh, in your bed, sweetie. In your bed. And here comes Max, who doesn't hop on the stream much. Alright, sweetie, come here. In your bed. You get treats. And whilst they're eating treats, I'm going to quickly grab a drink of water. I'll be right back. Alright, Max. Come on. Say hi, Max. Don't step on my keyboard. Thank you. Oh, stop stepping on my keyboard. Let's say hi to Socks. He's like, eh. Okay, there's one more treat. Max, it's right here. Good girl, Socks. All right, let's get back into it. So we'll hit the workstation. I sadly don't have. I'm not putting the bag on the. Just wait. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry. Every single time I have the bag on the desk, Socks spends about an hour bumping into it. In your bed, sweetie. All right. And hey, Pip, how are you? Yeah, Socks has been a good girl today. You need a new big... Yeah, I do need a new box. My partner bought... I will open this. Oh, I don't have Amazon. Oh, Don't have my login details on this, which is great. Box of cat treats. Yeah, I thought so. So it's the greenies, but it's in like the box version. Like this one. But yes, I've been giving them that many treats that we've gone through a whole box. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. I need a holiday sometime soon. I can't believe this time last year I was getting ready. Well, actually, it would have been a couple of weeks away. But yeah, it was planning on, you know, living overseas for a few months, which was fun. All right, so it goes through the decorator. I think this is why it's breaking. Yeah, I think this is why it's breaking. Yeah, I lived overseas for about 2 months last year, just nomading it. So I went to South Korea for about, I think, I forgot the dates, but it was from the end of September all the way to, I think, just before Halloween. Like, we were getting messages and concerned messages and stuff like that because people had heard what had happened over Halloween and they're like, oh my god, are you guys okay? And we're like, yeah, we've just arrived in Thailand. And then we went to Thailand for a while in Thailand. It was fun. I highly enjoyed it. I would definitely want to do it again. It was an opportunity just to do it because my partner had 6 months off and I was like, well, we could travel. I could work remotely and you can travel and enjoy yourself and I'll just catch up at 4 p.m. So yeah. Yes, I do. We go on holiday at the end of the month, but we're staying in the UK. Oh, fair enough. We went on a short holiday to Sydney not long ago to see one of my friends. It's nice traveling in the same country, you know. Shorter flights, easier to get there too. No 8-hour flight to get out of the country. Actually, that's to get to Singapore. All right, so I know what's happening here. So if we go into the theme views, so we've got the update theme, we've got this, and then we're hitting this. But it's just not doing what we want it to. If I go blip over here, yeah, its login required will be fine. Oh, install requirements. Install. Don't know why they weren't installed. Model form has no model class specified. All right. Let's click on that. Let's go to profile view. So we're hitting update. Yeah, so we should hit update theme. That should hit this and then this breakpoint. All right, cool. So I'm just going to close. I'm going to hit update this again. We should hit this. So we're on this now. And then update data. Why did it go back here? All right, I think I know what's wrong. I'm just gonna hit play. Let's stick on theme. So it's doing this. I think it's this one line. Yeah, all right. Let's go close, close, update details. It's waiting for us to do this. We're just going to all right. Just gonna hit play. It might be just easier just to write the code in here. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be easier just to write code in here now. Update theme. We're going to ignore all of that. So what this will do is this will, it depends if there's, that's why we're using the other thing. It depends if it's going to create or update. Yeah, all right. RESTful model has no model class specified. Okay. Django ORM initialize. Oh, Django form, sorry. I'm going to zoom in. All right, initial subject height, yep. Okay, initial dictionary, first name, last name, email, that's all stock standard stuff, password. Okay. Let's do that. Let's undo everything we've just deleted here. Let's comment this out. Let's go initial data equals, we've got setting type, and that's going to be theme. And then setting data, that's going to be F, and that's going to be theme. And then we're going to pass through the theme that we're passing through. Like so. Now, update theme. We are passing through the theme. Update user settings. Wrong one. Profile views. Request and theme. We are passing through. Sweet. So we're passing through that, and then what we need, so we're just going to have a simple return here at the moment and do nothing else. Baby steps. Okay, we're going to hit update user details. Everything's fine. This is great. Then what we want is form equals user settings form. And then usually we have request.post in here. But instead, what they're saying is none. And then initial equals initial data. That's the same issue. Model form has no model class specified. All right. So the car number equals model car field. I've just realized I'm pointing at the cat bed with no cat in there. Sorry, she just stayed for the treats and ran. Don't know where she is. She's probably outside. Outside this room. Not outside. It's dark. All right, so car number, models, car field, car length. All right, return card number. Yep. Model has no... Okay. Class, pick form, model form. It should be model instead of model. All right. Speak of the devil and they shall appear. She's heard her name. She's like, oh, coming back. Oh. Nope, wrong one. Yeah, I forgot the whoops. All right. Simple as that, I reckon. Yeah, all right. Let's go back into the themes. So we've got the initial data and stuff like that. Set it up like that. That's fine. I'm going to keep it separate like that, because that still works. And then we do this. And then we do this. And now we've got a new issue. Update user settings takes one positional argument. 2 were given. Yes. All right. Cool. That's where I've gone wrong here. It's a request, but a form. Oh, it's in post. Yeah. Okay, this is getting too complicated now. Yeah. Okay, this is getting way too complicated now. I'm going to simplify it. Oh, I thought I could do something smart, but instead, no. It's going to be easier if I have this update theme self-contained instead of relying on other little smaller functions. It's an easy thing to do. So what we need to do is we need to determine whether or not we're updating or creating. So grab data we are going to update. So that is as simple as update user settings update equals user settings dot objects dot filter, and then we're just going to go the usual sort of user username equals request dot user. We want the setting type to equal theme, and then we want that's it. All right. then check to make sure if there's no data, create the data instead of update. So it's as simple as if the length of the user settings update equals 0, we are going to create that data instead. So what we want is a simple create user settings equals user settings. What we want is username. Username is going to be the request.user. The setting type will just equal theme. And the data itself, is there a theme and enum? Is it called choices in Django? I'll show you what the enum looks like at the moment. So at the moment, the setting data is just a JSON field. So the theme will be stored in there as a JSON sort of structure. This gives me the most flexibility because what I could actually do is I could either create this setting type as either a dashboard setting, a Kanban, edit Kanban board, back Kanban board, search, or theme. So yeah. And then I've got setting data equals, and we're just doing a simple F string. We literally did one just before. We're going to have it as theme. And then we've got our second part, and this will be just theme, the variable theme. And then we close this off. And it is as simple as that. And then we go create user settings dot save, and then we just return. There's nothing else to do. Nothing else to do. Return. Now we can function this out and so forth and have it in its own function. Not hard to do. Otherwise, we'll have update the theme. So all we need to do is literally, we're just grabbing that one line. We're doing the same thing. But what we're doing is user settings update.update, and we've got settings. We're literally just grabbing that line. If memory serves me correctly, it's going to be like this. And then user settings update.save, and then return. Nothing to do. Nothing else to do. So we don't need to send anything else down further. So that is as simple as that. We can move this into its own function. A simple create user function, and it will be literally just 3 lines. This is 3 lines at the moment. But we'll keep it there for the moment because once again, it's only really 3 lines. Okay, so that should do that, that should do that. If we go to the front and hit reload, hit the dark theme, hit the save, it saves successfully. Now, the moment of truth, when we reload it, string indices must be integers, not string. Oh, get theme. Okay, I've broken something, but let's not panic. Let's actually open up the database to SQLite. Open database. So we're going for the NearBeach user settings. We're just going to browse table, I am going to make this as big as possible. That's as big as possible as I can get it. A few tools, help, preferences. At your preference. All right, font size. Let's go a good 20. Preferences. Let's change that back to 14. Oh, I think I actually had it at 11. Okay, database. Data structure, font size. That's what I wanted. Maybe it just doesn't like me. There you go. Okay, if I change this and go to user settings. All right, I was hoping that these would expand automatically to, that's a bug. All right, so we've got this in here perfectly fine. That is as a string. So, and I think that is incorrect now that I think about it. I think it's meant to be a good old object. In which case then I could change these to this. Not a problem. What we could do to stop that from breaking is we can just delete this one line. Oh, just set it to null. Oh, just delete record. Done. Sorry, I've just deleted the record, but I don't know if I have to hit save or anything. Because that get theme shouldn't be breaking on that. So profile information. Let's bump a little little debug right there. So we're going to hit refresh. All right, we're in. Okay, we're actually going to step into now this user settings results. There is an object there still. Okay. I remember how. Right changes. I'm just gonna play this. It's fine. Hit refresh. It's in debug mode. I forgot to take it out. All right, everything's saved. If I go save, light theme should be saved. Yep, if I go dark theme now, save, dark theme. Oh, now why is that breaking? Query set has no opt-at. Okay, theme views. Get theme. Update theme. Let's just have a little thing on there. Let's hit refresh. Yeah, it's going to have problems because the data didn't get saved. Let's hit refresh. Delete row. Right changes. Hit refresh. This is why we test. You'll probably need to pass it a dict so it can JSONify it. Alright, yeah, possibly. Probably double string FFI as a single quote. Alright, yeah. Yeah, alright. Let's look at the JSON field example because they're going to give us an example of exactly how it's done. I'll zoom in for everyone. So, this is what we've set up. Yeah. Everyone's happy. Oh, they don't even... Oh, what a cheap tutorial. Okay, yeah. JSON field, yep. Create a view for the form, yep. Agent A properties equals this and this. Save. As much as the chocolate fire guard, yeah. Alright, A properties. Okay. Yeah, pass it a dict. Yeah, alright. Okay, cool. So create user settings. So you just get rid of that. Equal user settings. Oh, hold off. Don't take me away from where I'm going. Settings data equals. And then we've got theme. And then we've got theme. Which should be like that. Just needed an F on the value. All right. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All right, cool. Simple mistake from me. Okay, going back to this, let's just hit refresh. Everything's fine. Let's update user details. All right, sweet. We're going to hit refresh. Everything's fine. Let's hit dark details. Let's save. Everything's fine. Let's hit refresh. It didn't save. Let's check the database. Let's hit refresh. There's no data. Oh, we never hit this. I just realized that. There we go. So we're going through. Yep, all right, cool. Let's remove that breakpoint and let's hit play. Okay, I'm just going to hit refresh. I don't know what's going to happen. String indices must not be string. String indices must be what? All right, hit refresh. Yeah, I have a feeling this is meant to be structured like this. Apply, apply. JSON valid settings data or setting data is null. Okay, I'm just gonna hit refresh. Need double quotes for Jason. So when you say double quotes for Jason, double quotes around this. Oh, in the DB. All right. I'll just undo that. All right. So let's test the get theme. Actually, let's bring up our Python. Actually, let's do this in a proper terminal. I am going to put this over here. Didn't I change my, oh no. I don't think I, there you go. Sorry, bear with me for just 2 seconds. I am just setting up my terminal page. Okay, cool. Also, I wanted to set this up properly. I should have done this before stream, sorry. Oh, terribly sorry for those who are just like, ah, my eyes. Oh, we want that one. Text. Custom font. Yeah. Maybe too big. Yeah. There we go. Yep, yep. And then what I want is there we go. Perfect. Setting myself up. All right. Source VM bin activate. What we want is Python 3 manage shell. Let's play around with this in the shell. So import. From NearBeach.models import everything. Sweet. And then what we need is to make sure that this is all the way over here. Is we need essentially this. All right, so what I'm going to do is a equals user settings dot objects dot filter. We're filtering for everything, and then I'm just getting the first one. User setting. Okay, b equals a0. Don't know why it doesn't have first. Oh, it's lowercase. All right, no problem. B works. So b dot settings data is theme dark, and then what I want is the theme in there. Oh. No, but this is Jason though. Import Jason. So what I want is C equals B dot Jason load B dot setting data No. All right. JSON dot. All right. Let's look this up. Python read JSON from string. Loads? Loads. All right. So C equals JSON dot loads. I had it in single case, singular. And that's me typing C twice. Expected property name enclosed in double quotes. Loads is load from string. Oh, okay. Okay, what if I go C equals B dot setting data and JSON loads C. What does C equal though? So it is okay, it doesn't like that. I'm gonna refresh. It got single quotes. Yeah. Yeah. Let's piss this off. Close without saving. Just gonna hit stop. And I'm gonna hit play. One thing which I'm worried about is, am I doing that correctly? Is that correct? What I'll do is I'll exit from this and rejoin. From NearBeach beach.models import everything. So what we want, A equals user setting dot objects dot filter for everything dot first. So A is just that. So A dot setting data should be that. Just theme instead of the F string. Yeah, I can easily do that. Yep. Like that. Okay, what we'll do, delete the value in the DB. Yep. We just need to find user settings, browse table, delete record, and then we'll write changes. Okay, so we're happy here. What we want is we want to go over here. We want to click on this. We're ignoring that for the moment and we're hitting reload. Oh, sorry, there's debug still on. And then we're just going to hit update user details. We're going to go over here. We're going to rerun this. This should come out with that. So a.settings data should then come out with light. And that's no longer in quotations. Hey. So if we go over here and we hit refresh, that's no longer in quotations. All right, so it was something to do with what I was trying to do. And now we're reloading and everything's working perfectly fine. And now we're saving and it wants to fail. And I don't know why, because we just saved. Query set object has no attribute saved. All right, no, we know what this is. So we fixed it here. We didn't fix it down here. So I need to go setting data, and I've overcomplicated it. And it's as simple as just theme, and Bob's your uncle. Like so. Oops, sorry about that. So if I hit that again, we'll put on the debug. Let's double check everything's working fine. Gonna hit update details. It's gonna hit this debug sort of thing. We're gonna be like, all right, sweet. We're gonna start banging through this. So the length is greater than 0. It's down here. So update. And now we're in update here. All right, I'm just gonna hit play to continue through. So where's that breakpoint? We're in here. It should be updating all the things, right? Just in case there is more than one. Yeah, I think it's because I might not need this one line. Alright, I'm just going to hit refresh. So it's dark theme at the moment. We're going to update. And refresh light theme. Oh no, wait. Sorry, I had this on. Okay, let's try that again. Let's hit update. Update successful. Yeah, it just didn't have the so dark mode, refresh should be dark mode. All right, cool. Yeah, I had that line in. I didn't need that line. The update has that in it itself. Okay, cool. Sweet. So that is now working. So if we actually visit other pages, we haven't implemented it on every single other page, but we go to the Kanban board. It's implemented on the Kanban board. So the good news is the settings are kind of working now. Well, for the themes, it's working. For any other settings, we haven't actually programmed that in. So the idea being now is we need to start implementing this elsewhere with this theme. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close all tabs. And we are going to go find information request. So this will give us all the pages with information. How does this theme name map to colors in Bootstrap? Yes. All right. So haven't read too far into this. You got, I'm just going to type dark mode because it's color modes. All right. Just going to zoom in like I usually do. So essentially we could put the themes on a div itself like that, but in this sort of particular case, we are putting that particular attribute, so the data BS theme in this sort of case, this is light down here, onto the HTML element. So if we go over here, we go to the inspection, we can see up here it says dark. If we put in light, it will turn back to light, or the normal sort of stuff that NearBeach has. My theory is we could potentially put something in here, let's say blue, and if we deal with the CSS and all the variables that Bootstrap has, we can create extra themes on top of that. So this is an assumption at the moment, because dozens of root level CSS variables are repeated as overrides for the dark mode. These are scoped to the color mode selector, which default to the database theme, but can be configured to use preferred color scheme media query. Use these variables as a guideline for generating your own new color mode. So I'm making the big assumption that I could potentially have my own sort of color modes and all that kind of stuff in there if I actually go through and edit what these are. Yeah, I know. So when I was looking at that, I was like, this is actually possible to actually have my own sort of color sets and stuff like that and absolutely ignore Bootstrap. Default to a NearBeach light and NearBeach dark or something like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But, this is the big but, as many of you have noted, doesn't quite work on dark mode yet. So there's a lot of work that I've got to go through to be like, all right, for dark mode, I need these particular things to be this color and so forth like that. So yeah, I need to work that out and fix that up and then add that ability in so that way I can have these variables for these different themes. So yeah, slow progress. Yeah. Oh yeah, enjoy your meeting. So yeah, I'm hoping dark mode will be out by the end of this month, because I can see it taking me a while to do because it'll be quite fiddly. Stuff like the background I can get instantly. I could probably hit the H1s and H2s and H3s and 4s and stuff like that pretty quickly. But the Kanban borders you see, I will need to update all these and I need to do it properly. So the idea is if I have a variable, let's say a variable sheet or a variable file for each theme, let's say I can put all these in like here and all that kind of stuff, then yeah, there'll be, that's what I want to set up. So yeah. All right, what is the time? It is 9:30. I've got a little bit in me to do. So what we want to do, NearBeach you track, because we're actually hitting another task at this same time. So we've got the 3011 release. I've already got 6 in here. I'm overloading for this release. So the tiny mouse should not load on all pages. So when we were doing our sort of end-to-end testing and stuff like that, we're using Playwright. Essentially, we figured that the Firefox WebKit, was popping up being like, hey, there's a couple of issues with this. You're actually loading data that never gets used and stuff like that. And we're like, yeah, we should be removing these. So what we're going to do is we're adding in a load tiny mouse, or tiny mouse, what is it? Need tiny mouse. So we're adding this in at the same time as the theme. So yeah, we'll go through that very, very quickly. By default, in a lot of cases, we'll need tiny mouse. So customer information. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can load all these pages up pretty quickly. Yes, I can. Thank Christ, because it would have been a long time. It would take me a long time. Set permission set information. So what we need is we actually need to do that over here. So theme, this is get theme, and then request. Put in here. All right, and then up the top, what we need to do is from NearBeach views, we've got theme views, import get theme. All right, sweet. Okay, I think I've done it on this page. I'm just double checking with a quick that's it on this one. So we're going to close. Oh, wait, before I do that, need tiny mouse, and this is going to be false because this is permission set information. So we're not loading up anything tiny mouse on this page whatsoever. Okay, so we're now finished with this. Organization view, organization information. So going down here. Once again, this is false. And we need theme. Get theme. And that's simply just pushing through the request. We need to go down here. From NearBeach.views get theme. All right, cool. We're happy with that. What we're doing now is we're just searching for anything information. So there's only one in here. So we've done both of those. So we can close this. Kanban information. Now this one does need tiny mouse. So see. Need tiny mouse equals true. Does it need tiny mouse or tiny mouse need? Need tiny mouse, yep. The theme's already set up here, which we're happy with. Right, and this one's done. Actually, that one's going to throw up an error. No, it's not. No, it's not. We've already done stuff. All right, cool. Group information. So group information won't need tiny mouse. All right. But it'll need a theme. Keep doing this. The theme would be get theme request. From NearBeach.views.themeViews import get theme. All right. All right, that's the only one there. Sweet. There's not many pages. I do know that we've probably got a couple of README pages, which I also need to cover. When we do a full shakeout test, we'll actually be taking screenshots of everything, and I'll look through the screenshots. So what I'll do is I'll set the theme for that particular user as dark and take the screenshots. So that will be the easiest way of doing that. So yeah. So customer information. So this will be need tiny mouse. It's going to be customer information. That's going to be false. The theme would be get theme. We're passing through the request again. All right. From NearBeach.views.themeViews import get theme. And then we're just testing out if Customer information save is not needed. All right, sweet. Almost done most of this. Change task. Okay, straight away I am just going to go to up here. I'm going to go from NearBeach.views. Hey, come on. Like so. And we're just scrolling down. So we're getting all of this data. Sweet. Okay. Need tiny mouse. What is this one? Change task views. This one will be true. Oops, I've pressed in the wrong thing. Theme. Get theme. Request. Okay, cool. That's the only one on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. It's just complaining. Views dot theme. Oh wait. Yep. Import get theme. Yep. Oh, no, this one doesn't need the themes. Cool. The reason being is there's no template rendering here. All right, so this one, this is a test. It's not needed. This is test. Yeah, this isn't needed. All right, project information. I think task views would also be done. Oh, I didn't get all of them open. All right, not a problem. We'll go through all of them. It might be best just to search for this and then double check all of them. Okay, so down here, this is project views. What we want is theme. What we need is get theme. Request. All right. Over here, we need tiny mouse. And this is definitely true. All right, going up to the top, what we need is in here from nearbeach.views.themes.get. Yep. Cool. And I think that's the oh yeah, I need to do it for new project and stuff like that. Oh. Yep. How could I forget? All right. Need tiny mouse. True. Theme. Let's get theme. And then pass through the request. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've mucked up. I need to actually change everything. I need to loader, get template. I need to open up all of these. How many are there? 39. But the good thing is we've covered most of these so far. Yeah, I definitely need to go through all of these. New permission set, yep. Need tiny mouse, false. Theme, get theme, request. Right. Okay, get themes already in there. Sweet. Yeah. Oh, now I don't know if new organization. This one's false. Yeah. Theme. All right. Cool. Theme is here. Now we don't have edit Kanban board. We don't need tiny mouse equals false. Pretty sure we don't need to when we're editing the Kanban board. We need the little tiny things, and yeah, we don't need it. Okay. Context theme need. Now, need tiny mouse for this is false. And then theme, we're still getting the theme. No matter what. Like so. All right, we're happy with that. Now this is, what's this one? Dashboard, need tiny mouse is going to be definitely false. And the theme is, once again, get theme, request. From, actually, I don't want to put it in there. I want to put it after here. From NearBeach.views.themes get, yeah. Okay, need tiny mouse. No, all right. Theme, tiny mouse, yeah. Authentication. We don't need to pass this through for authentication. New user, we do. Need tiny mouse false, and then theme will be get theme request, and then we're just going to go bang bang bang. NearBeach.views.themes import get themes. All right, sweet. We'll probably need the search views too and all that kind of stuff. I feel like we're still missing quite a lot, but for initial start, that's good. Let's go through and let's actually edit the templates. So templates, NearBeach, we've got two masters, which includes a header. All right. So we want to pass stuff down into the partials and header. No, sorry, the head. So in the head, we've got tiny mouse. The themes were done already, so now we're dealing with tiny mouse. So if need tiny mouse, and then end if. Simple as that. So, if Tiny Mouse is there, it'll load these. If not, it won't. Now, what I want to do is, I want to hit our terminal. I want to stop Webpack for a minute. I want to go npm run prod. So I want to do a prod compression. I just want to see how much data that saves us. Bandwidth, sorry, saves us when we hit the front end. Alright, so if we go over here, let's click on this. I'm gonna log out purposely. I'm gonna go network. I'm gonna hit reload. So on the front page, we're 0.5 meg. That is because of the image and the fact that we've included all of Bootstrap into our login, which I'm going to change. I'm going to strip a lot of Bootstrap out of here because we don't need much Bootstrap for the front page. So we log in. We don't have Tiny Mouse loading, which is great. And now it's 650 kilobytes, which is great news. And as you see, duck theme is working for us right now. If we go into, let's say, new customer, 650 kilobytes. If we disable the cache, though, what will actually happen is it'll be like only 230 was transferred. Go back to organization, only 8 kilobytes were transferred. Only 120 kilobytes were transferred because it's already got all this data. 142 megabytes transferred. So this is because we've transferred the Tiny Mouse into here. All right, so that is working wonders. We do need to go everywhere now to make sure that Tiny Mouse is actually working where it is meant to work. One quick way we can do that is if we go over here, we run npm run end to end. I'm going to do UI. I'm going to see npm run e to e. Missing scripts. Hang on a minute. What the hell? This should be built off main. Okay, just wait. Give me 2 seconds. Git checkout NearBeach static. Git merge main. Okay, what have I done in here that's different? What the fuck is going wrong with Git at the moment? Okay, we've got 3 files that it's going to have a problem with. All right. So, initial bug fix for MB 1077. We are passing through a variable to enable Tiny Mouse or not. Alright, I'm just going to push that. And then we're going to git merge main. The following, please commit. Didn't I just go? All right, conflicts. Let's fix these.
Where's my conflict? Yep. All right. Cool. That's fine. All right. Delete that. All right. Everyone's happy with that conflict being done. I am. Okay, terminal. So we've got a conflict in git ignore. Okay, playwright reports. We're going out. Test results. That's going out. Playwright cache. That's staying in. Test.auth. That's staying out. And that's our that one done. Conflict. Change task views. All right. This is a small one. That's perfect. We wanted both. Okay, conflict in package lock. We've just done auto merge. Conflict in package. Oh, package lock I can just destroy. All right, so remove package lock npm install. Git status, git add, git commit. Fix merging conflict. All right. Done. So the development branch is now up to date with main. Now, what do I need to do? What was I thinking of before this distracted me? I am terribly sorry. My brain, it is really late, and I just realized it's 10 o'clock. I need to continue this, but I need to wake up early tomorrow morning, so I've got to go to bed. But we've made some progress. The idea now is we need to go through every single time we render a template and find out, all right, cool, we need to make sure these particular fields are in there. Oh, that's what I was going to do. npm run e2e UI. So this will quickly run. No, it won't, because I need to actually run the server. And also with that, I need to npm run prod. Run watch would work as well, but we might as well just build the prod. All right, cool. npm e2e UI. npm run e2e UI. There you go. And then we're going to hit this play. Oh. None of the tests are running. We should have a massive amount of tests. npm run e2e. Should have 82 tests. I don't know why it didn't pick up all the tests. Okay, this is doing a shakeout test. Oh, all right. Make sure user is logged in. Error, browser type launch. Host system is missing dependencies running on browser, missing libraries. All right, we can fix this up right now. What we want, copy that, paste that into there. Let's just go. Yeah, sucks. Yeah. All right. That's what Arch Limited. Socks can have my arm. Sweetie. Thank you. Alright. Let's run this. Just making sure it's installing all of the dependencies. Unable to locate those packages. Failed to install. Alright. Ubuntu 23.04, and then I'm pasting in that package. Playwright version, operating system, yep, alright, yep, alright. Usually Playwright team support the Ubuntu LTS version is not, so they might fix this issue as the best effort, but it might not happen. Let's wait and see the answer. Alright. So, it's what I sometimes don't like. Install now. Okay, where's our Playwright stuff? I'm just going to minimize everything. Expand it. Then we have our Playwright config. And we are going to comment out Firefox. And we're going to rerun it. It's going to have less tests, but that is fine in this sort of case. Oh, it's WebKit. All right, sorry, not Firefox. WebKit. Oh, and we get other tests too, and all that kind of stuff. But we'll get to other tests later. So we've got 55. We're doing with the Firefox. npx playwright show report. All right, so we got a report and stuff like that. So before hooks, page load, expect to have, yep. I think it also takes a screenshot and all that kind of fun stuff too. So we're happy with this, that it passed everything. Sorry, Socks, but you're in the way. Come here. So what we want to do is we want to, now we know that's a bug, so it won't run in Linux like this. All right, that's not too much of a problem because we can actually automate this. The idea being that this quick test will make sure that everything runs locally. But we'll probably move this to Circle CI. All right, so cancel this. Now, what do we want to do is look at the screenshots. So we go in here. We go up here, sites, and then NearBeach. And then we've got the report, but we've also got test results. So we have all of these in here. As you can see, this user doesn't have dark mode on, but that is fine. This is a fixture. And hey, Nocturnal, I'm just about to end our finished stream. And I realized that I've got to program my fixture so dark mode is in there too to do a quick test. Also, sometimes it takes a screenshot when this is happening. I don't know if I could delay that. That's fine. The page loads and then it rises up. Make sure that the header appears first. So the page might load quickly, but the data might take a second to load in. No, well, not a second. It's a fraction of a second, so it waits for that before everything loads up. All right, let's find someone to stream. Sorry, not stream. To raid. It's late. All right. Ooh, we got Bad Cop. We've got Drago. We've got Black. Yeah, I could. Could check for a. Oh, you mean as in like I also make sure that certain things weren't loading on the page. In this sort of case, this is a quick shakeout to make sure things load on the page. But yes, the end-to-end tests will eventually be expanded upon. Yeah, this was just a quick way where instead of me having to check all the pages, I can come in here and be like really, really fast and be like everything's loading up correctly. Ah, yes. Actually, yeah, you're right. I could wait till it disappears. It's not a bad idea. I'll have to investigate how. So yeah. Anyway, thank you. Let's raid someone. Did Toggle Bit just? I want to see what Drago's doing. Yeah, let's. When someone comes in and be like, "Oh, I want to, collapse this level," it'll save that information, so that way when they go to another computer or they reload that page, that setting is already there. So yes. Anyway, let's raid Drago and see what they're up to. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, and I shall see you next time. Oops, sucks. I need to click the raid.